At first glance, it's just boys having fun, happily dancing into a camera lens. But if you look again, you will see some of the most vilified boys in modern history. Their crimes were deemed so despicable, their lives were erased from existence for more than 80 years. Let's start with the most infamous and youngest, 17-year-old Herbert Burden. Herbert enlisted in the army at the age of 16 to fight in World War One, even though the official age was 18 years old. And 250,000 underage boys in the UK did the same. Remember, this was at a time before mass media. No radio, no TV, no movies or internet to use as research, leaving them tragically unaware of the brutal reality of warfare. Army recruiters would often take advantage of this ignorance. They had a personal agenda to enlist as many people as possible to win the war. Army business needs came first. It came before your age, your mental state, and even being honest. Herbert is about to be told, due to his age, it would be unlikely that he would be seeing any real fighting, when in fact, the youngest British soldier to see any action was this brave lad here, 12-year-old Sidney Lewis. So at the ripe old age of 16, Herbert was definitely going to go into battle, where he would be educated into the real horrors and brutality of war for the first time in his life. Here, he would also slip into shell shock, or PTSD as we now call it. And sadly, none of his superiors would care. He had ceased to become a useful soldier and now had become a burden and liability. Very confused, very bewildered, he wandered off and abandoned his post. Now that was something they did care about. Even though he was not old enough to officially join the army as he was still 17, they were going to make an example of his actions. His superiors gave him a court martial he could never win. It was swift, merciless, and rigged. It was never about justice, it was about theatre. They even made a point to state he was sound of mind. So Herbert was executed because they wanted him to be executed.